Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Norman Clark again at the studio. Oh, check it out. There's my laundry. We got high wind, so my laundry's all blowing over. Love it. And then, oh my God, I've left this painting on this piano, so it's like all messed up now. So what I've got to do, oh God, my goodness. So it's all crinkled. What I've got to do now is leave it on the floor, on the concrete, and the wrinkles will just flatten out. There we go. Same with this one. These are all like my paintings. I don't know. I've got to find a real studio because all my work's getting messed up in this temporary situation. So anyways, other than that, I'm really thankful and appreciative. You know, as you know, I went through the Eaton fire, so I'm staying at my friend's house in Altadena, and you know, we've been friends for like 35 years, and she's just given me, you know, she keeps me well under control. Because she's very clean and fussy, but I love that. Anyways, so here's what's going on. Man, it's just taking me a lot longer. I'm working on my lettering for these leaves. It's just painstaking because I've got issues with because I've got such high texture, it's really difficult getting the letters to be clean. So it takes multiple coats and making mistakes, and then after that I have to go back over and edit. So like, for instance, over here, check this out. So like, is that the best one? I don't know. Or maybe here. Okay, check this out. So this is supposed to say help, right? So now what I have to go, now the letters aren't spaced enough. So basically now I just have to paint over it. You know, just get rid of it and then start again, because if you look right here, I've got here to here. But when I wrote it in charcoal, I just wrote it like you would use a pen, but it doesn't work with the process that I'm using, and also with the textures and everything that's going on. So I'm just gonna erase it and then come back on it. But man, it takes a lot of stuff because I have to remember what it actually says, and that's a whole nother deal. So anyways, so I'm doing that, but for me it's really boring because it's laborious. It's not boring. Nothing's boring when it comes to art, but it's laborious because it's not in the world of creation. So I have to create while I'm doing this. This is more kind of masterful stuff, and I really love that in my process I've learned to be a child again, because I love this childlike quality about it. It really connects with me, you know, and I've been connecting with my inner child a lot lately. So yeah, man, it feels, I'm really connected with this work. So, hey, anyways, sorry for the digression there, but we got Santa Ana high winds today. So, anyway, so I've run out of things to do. I get really bored, as I just showed you, doing that stuff. So I need to do a bit of creation. And I was really happy with this one, but I have no other materials to paint on. So I'm going to have to work on this, and I don't know what's going to happen. It might be a marvelous addition, or it might be just a throwaway, and I might just have to keep painting until something else comes. So it might be totally lost. So anyway, enjoy. This is the last piece. So you might ask yourself many times, why do I paint on big pieces of paper instead of one big piece? you know, it's because I have these breaks in my art. Well, this is really great question, and thanks for everyone that's been asking about it. But so basically, this is how it is. If I want to, I'm adaptive to my environment. So if I want to do big pieces, which I've done, they have to be rolled up. And if they roll up, like I've got something like 10 in my storage that are all rolled up, after a while they start to flatten out and stick together, and sometimes it creates a lot of damage to the piece. And you know, my situation is I need a bigger studio, and that's what I'm doing, you know. But anyways, doing it in 4 panels allows me to keep working, in other words. So what I'll do is take this one off, and then I can break the piece right here. It's stuck together, but basically what I'll do is I don't even have to cut it right now. I just fold it over and I grab my piece that I want to work on, like that, and I just get going. So if you're asking about this, what's going on, hey, check out my current selection. I wish I could play it for you, but this is what I'm listening to. I have a Pandora radio, and it's account, and it's Way Out West radio. It's really cool, kind of funky house stuff, electronic. You should check it out. Anyways, there we are. So, and then like with this, you can see it's, what I have to do is find out where it's stuck together, like here. I just have to take a knife, get in there, see how it's really glued together. And I do that intentionally so that eventually I will match the painting together. It will be a one-piece thing, and it will have a line. And I don't know if I'm going to actually cut it. I could do a split cut where I overlap the 2 edges and I just cut through them, and that will give me a perfect match. It's kind of technical, but I used to be a professional paper hanger, and I learned all these different techniques about cutting heavy duty vinyls and paper, so I know what I'm doing. And you know, it's part of my story, so I should probably share all this stuff one day. So this is where we are. Anyway, he looks, oh man, I love this. I really love these colors. Man, I just like, I know it's my thing, but I'm very happy with how this piece is moving. So I am delicate with it, but this paper right now, I don't even know how many layers it has. It has a lot of paint, so it's like leather. It's like you can do whatever you want to it. And it just, look at that. I just abuse it. Look how thick it is. I mean, I'll show you the texture. There you go. That's probably easy. You can see how thick my paint is. And I got this from Van Gogh. We learn everything from everybody. As Chuck Berry always said, we always steal from each other. And that's true. You know, artists, we're like a fungus. We need each other to grow. If we are together, we really grow strong and vividly. But we do need our solitude, and we treasure it. So anyway, look, you can see how thick, look how thick this is. Check this out. Look. It's so thick, I can't break it with my finger. So I have to go through this with a box cutter knife or an X-Acto knife or something, and just trim it, and so I can break it open like this one, right? And then I can split it. So I do that kind of every couple of passes that I do on the painting. I match them together, and then I just paint over them, and then I cut through the gap. And if I wanted to just leave them as they are and just match them together, because eventually I'll glue these to a panel and they'll be part of just one, I'll be a one-piece painting. So that's the idea with it. And it's just a temporary part of my process. You know, once I get my new studio, I envision getting probably larger and on canvas. And, you know, probably pre-framed. Anyways, whatever. That doesn't matter. That's all in the future. But I've got plans for that. So anyways, look, I'm going to get going, but I just wanted to show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to start. There we go, another split. And I'm not worried about the paper tearing, by the way. At this stage, it's so thick that it won't rip. Look at that. I can do whatever I want to it. Look. I don't care. I just love it. It's abusive now. Now I can just like throw it around. Because it's literally got, I don't know, maybe 30 or 40 coats of acrylic. So it's really thick. It's just pliable. And if it gets creased or crushed, like this one over here, this is one of my finished ones. I'm ashamed to say I haven't mounted it yet. Man, I've been focusing on so many other things. So it needs a cleaning, it needs straightening out, and yeah. So the life of the artist, you know, it's like, then I've got a business to run. Oh my God, it's just like, you know, I just want to be free. I just want to be free, and I'm doing YouTube. But I love YouTube because I feel like I'm talking to you, and you being you out there, or just myself. I talk to myself a lot, so doing YouTube's easy. I just I'm doing this all the time. Now I'm a bit more descriptive and expressive, but essentially I think myself out loud. So that's how I create as well. I really talk to myself and see what's going on. Anyways, yeah, sorry for the ramble, but there it is. Ramble's always a gamble. Adios, amigos.